posing risks if not properly managed. Food safety and quality standards developed by governments and industry bodies provide a framework to minimize and control these risks. Standards address issues like chemical contamination, microbial pathogens, adulteration and spoilage to help produce food that is safe, authentic and fit for human consumption. While voluntary standards also exist, many jurisdictions legally mandate compliance for food businesses through regulations, inspection and enforcement. Microbial food safety standards specify limits for pathogenic bacteria and other microorganisms that can cause illness if present in food. Standards establish maximum allowable levels of bacteria like E. coli, Salmonella, Listeria and Campylobacter in different food categories. Food companies must implement control measures during production, processing, distribution and storage to meet these microbiological criteria. Standards for chemical contamination cover toxic elements, pesticide residues, residues of food additives and contaminants formed during processing like acrylamide and benzopyrene. Maximum residue limits are set for agricultural chemicals used on crops and animals. For additives, acceptable daily intakes are established based on risk assessments that consider human exposure and toxicity. Food authenticity standards guard against economically motivated adulteration intended to deceive consumers for financial gain. They govern acceptable composition and labeling of food products. Standards address risks like species substitution, dilution of premium ingredients with cheaper alternatives, false geographical origins, and dilution of valuable components. They require businesses to implement testing, auditing, supplier management, and traceability systems throughout supply chains to verify product integrity. Other quality standards specify requirements to ensure food is technically fit for intended use. They cover aspects like nutrients, organoleptic properties, package testing and durability dating to meet expectations of wholesomeness and desirability. Compliance with food standards requires adoption of good practices at all stages of the food chain. Raw material sourcing programs, animal feed safety, hygienic facility design, employee training, pest control, process control, and crisis management planning help businesses achieve and maintain conformance. Technology also aids compliance through applications such as real-time process monitoring, predictive microbiology modeling, and traceability systems. Third-party auditing and certification provide oversight that verifies businesses have necessary systems in place. Periodic inspection and sampling by regulatory agencies further enforce compliance and deter violations. Businesses that fail to meet standards face penalties like recalls, fines, and shutdowns. While essential for a safe and transparent food supply, current food standards also face issues. Standards struggle to keep up with emerging risks like antimicrobial resistance, nanomaterials, and chemical contaminants of new concern. Global supply chains challenge jurisdictional authorities to adequately oversee foreign suppliers. Smaller businesses often find it difficult to demonstrate compliance due to resource constraints. Developing countries lack capacity to implement and enforce standards. There are also calls for shifting beyond just compliance towards a greater culture of continuous improvement and innovation for safety and quality. However, with advanced technologies and harmonized international standards, the future of food safety governance looks promising. In summary, robust food safety and quality standards established through a combination of government regulations and industry best practices form the foundation of a modern, trustworthy and resilient food system.